Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with The Dangers in My Heart Season 2 Episode 11 reaction. So the previous episode, we are in a new class, a new school year, and obviously Ichikawa and Yamada were concerned whether they'll be in the same class or not. Turns out they were. Most of them are in the same class except two of them, which is like Adachi and Hara. They got separated, and with a new class there are a few new students who came in our class. They are two particular girls. I've forgotten both their names, but those two are like the new characters, and we get to know a little bit more about them. One of the girls, she is very like like kind of nosy about stuff, and she like talks about like doing like a flash mob when they got to know about some people going out. Obviously Ichikawa doesn't want any of that, so he gets scared about that. While there's this another girl who is very inquisitive, very like like what's that word, very interested in the love and stuff like that, so yeah, seeing the whole situation, Ichikawa tries to keep the whole interaction with Yamada a little bit less, but they go to the library talk over there, which is witnessed by that other girl, and she tries to kind of help out, but obviously this is Ichikawa. He isn't comfortable with other people kind of trying to help them out, so he tries to avoid Yamada more, at which Yamada writes a letter to that girl and tells her that, oh, I'm happy that you're trying to do this for us, but yeah, like he's very shy. I don't want our him to get like awkward with this situation, so if you would please kindly leave us alone, that kind of thing. And yeah, it was great, like another really good episode. Let's see what happens today. This is episode number 11. If one more episode after this is going to end after that, good god. All right, let's begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is a preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Sports festival. Yeah. Third. Yeah. Yeah. Pointless event of every school year. Who's this? Oh, this is the delinquent looking guy. Oh, the knight being the one who I'm guessing will be on top of, I think, what is it called? That sports event that they have. Like taking the ribbon on the head. I've forgotten the name. We've seen it in multiple animes. And the one who's like on top, I think that's the knight, isn't it? And the one underneath them, they're the horses, I think. So I'm guessing we're going to have that. Makes sense, him being the knight, because obviously he's a lot smaller in stature, so it'll be easier for people to carry him. Okay, and I'm pretty sure this guy who looks like a delinquent, he's just one of those guys who seems scary, but they're nice from the inside. I'm pretty sure he's going to be one of those people. Your a cavalry battle. That's the name. Bruh. Oh my god. Okay. I don't think they're gonna do that. Yeah. Bro, personal space? Hello? Yeah. Oh my god, this guy. Wait. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. I even forgot about that. Oh yeah, he did do that. Hmm. Bruh. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, he was like this. Oh boy, the first few episodes he was just Oh, the scratch. Hmm. Damn, that means it was really deep, like since this stayed for like 1 year. Wait, is that Adachi? Oh. Hmm. He's Oh my god, why did you tell bruh. Yeah. He's gonna tell him to do that. Hmm. Right. Hmm. Alright, he's training. Yeah, even though he won't be running, but he needs to build his stamina. Oh my god. Yeah, people do say that, but like if you're like running, it's fine. Exactly. Like if you like do weightlifting and stuff, I guess that stunts your growth. Oh my god, it's yeah. What? What is happening? Yeah, you're barking at a dog. I guess people do that sometimes. Like it does either way. So, yeah. Wow. Race. Damn. Well, obviously she's going to run fast because first of all she's tall. Second, she definitely is a way more like athletically, like because I'm pretty sure she does her like like training and stuff for modeling. And she's in the yeah. Bruh. Toyosu. It's a dumbbell. No, what is that? Oh, it's an ab roller. For a moment, I was like, it's a dumbbell. Oh boy. Oh my god. Bro, where is it? Oh, the dog. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, it's a dog. Yeah. Oh, this time it's a dumbbell. Yep. I don't think he needs dumbbells. Like, this is like a cavalry battle. Oh, you know what? Maybe. Hmm. Yeah, he obviously, it was obviously, there was like that thing as well. Ooh. Okay, don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. I feel like he's gonna hurt himself. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're don't hurt. Well, the food. What? Oh. They're using marker? Makoto? Mok. Who? Them. uh, wow. Oh. I've been through it. Oh, he's the. Hmm. Throw. Okay. Bro. Anna Yamada, look here. True. Hanzao, that's her name. Oh, the scavenger hunt they're doing. A couple. Even not one going out. Wait, what? He wrote it herself. Yeah, because of that. Oh, wow! Oh my god. Yeah. Who's this? Oh, it's the teacher. I didn't recognize her for a moment. Hmm. But don't tire yourself out. Um. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no, it's raining. Boy. How to proceed? Maybe inside like the gymnasium or something. I don't know. Hmm. That's what you think. Hmm. Oh, there you go. The wave. Head. Oh, there we go. No, it's for, yeah, it's for him self. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Oh, damn, the rain just. Yeah. Oh boy. Come on, dodge it. Oh, Kyo. Oh, she wrote his name. Come on, dodge. Oh my god, he's gonna trip. E. Damn. Oh, he got the. Yeah, he's frustrated because he couldn't win, while Adachi is frustrated because he also couldn't win. Yeah. Wait. Oh, she's a nurse. Oh, is that Moiko? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, stop. This guy. Okay, he. Alright. You know what? Good for him. Hmm. Oh, the food. Because. Oh my. That's. That's a whole. That's a lot. Good god. No, I think it'll be fine. Yeah. I doubt he can eat all. Yeah. That's a big rice ball. My god. I guess it has karage inside of it. That's why it's so big. Wow. That was great. Okay. That is it. Wow. That was today's episode. And today's episode was the sports competition, and Adachi and Ichikawa went against each other, and they had that whole thing. And yeah, it was great. It was a great conclusion, obviously. um like, I didn't know how it would end, or how the competition would have ended, but as we saw, Ichikawa lost. However, at the same time, like, as we that scene was really good, like, where you see that Ichikawa and Adachi both are like sprawled on the ground, and each of them are frustrated. Ichikawa's like, I lost, you know, while Adachi is also frustrated because he also lost. Obviously, he has won the match, but he knows he has lost in the main thing. And yeah, and the thing about Adachi is like, you kind of feel bad for him for a moment, but then when you see like he just like, that whole scene where he just like sees freaking Ichikawa's sister go in, and he's immediately, you're like, you know what, yeah, like, whatever. Like, oh my god, you feel bad for him for a moment, and then immediately you're like, yeah, you know what, he'll be fine, like that kind of thing. And that's the thing, that's even what what's his name, Ichikawa says, that the fact that you could talk about Moeko and her like gift, her Valentine's chocolate, even though you claim that you like Ichikawa, like, that's not like, like it. And that is why I'm like, I'm going to like, like, defeat you, and stuff like that. And he says that, he also says like, I know, I understand, like, that I'm like that, but yeah, still. And it was like, and that's what it is. So basically, it's basically like, for him, it is more of a like a crush type of thing. It's not nothing really gone past that, unlike, yeah, Ichikawa, who has gone way past that. The crush on Yamada, it has gone way past that now. So that is why he can, like, Adachi can like recover like that if he genuinely starts liking someone, which I feel like it'll happen in the future. Probably in the future manga chapters, and it'll probably be Moeko. Because that's the feeling that I'm getting from the way they're trying to stick together, Moeko and Adachi. So it'll probably be Moeko that he genuinely likes in the future. But before that, he's going to be like this. Like, unless and until he genuinely likes someone, he's going to keep like, like, moving from one person to another. Like, as we saw, like, he literally talks about Ichikawa, and he shows how he's frustrated. Then he goes out, and like, Ichikawa's sister comes, not Ichikawa, sorry, Yamada. He talks about how frustrated he is that he wasn't able to win, and that whole scene. He comes out, and Ichikawa's sister goes in, and he's immediately just and yeah, this is going to, obviously, like I said, it's going to probably continue, because he's not really sure about his own feelings, and he's not went past the whole crush stage. But when he genuinely likes someone, it'll be different, which is why Ichikawa's, which is what is like, Ichikawa going through. He has went way past that crush stage. He genuinely likes Yamada. So yeah, kind of like that. And yeah, and that's it. That's basically, like, it. And like I said, I felt bad for him, but then when I saw that scene, I'm like, you know what, he'll be fine. Just he'll be fine. It's not a big deal. Okay. Right. And there you go. That was today's episode. It was amazing, and I like that how they actually made like a, like, kind of like a conclusion to Ichikawa and Adachi's like whole thing, about Adachi liking Yamada, and Ichikawa also liking Yamada. Up until now, it was going in a way where Adachi didn't realize. So now that he has realized Ichikawa's feelings, I like how they, like, made today's episode in such a way that they could conclude this whole thing, and like, they can come to a conclusion and an agreement that, what, yeah, you know that kind of thing. And as they said, they didn't need to do the whole cavalry thing, but they still wanted to do it, as a way of like, showing your resolve, that kind of thing. And yeah, so there you go. So it was good that they did that, and they actually like showed the resolve, and we came to a conclusion with this whole thing. Um, yeah, okay. Other than that, obviously the whole episode was basically Ichikawa and training, while Yamada, telling him, like encouraging him, and then saying that, oh, like like helping, trying to help him train, and then also saying that, oh, I'm going to make food for you, on the day, all that stuff, and yeah, I love that part as well, where in the scavenger hunt they were like, oh, like a couple, and her name? Well, I forgot her name. The purple-haired girl. She comes in and looks at Yamada, and she's like, "Oh, you know someone?" And Yamada appoints her mom and dad. And in the end, the teacher were like, "Oh, we're not going to take that. Disqualified. You had to." Wait, that's what happens, doesn't it? The teacher says in the end that no, this isn't allowed. Where is that? The team has been disqualified for cheating. Okay, wait a minute. Isn't this the whole like point of a scavenger hunt? That you oh I think I see. I understand. That girl, she's the one who wrote that, didn't she? Yeah, that's why she was disqualified. Because I was thinking, I was like, wait a minute, just because they brought like the parents, like they brought the parents, that doesn't mean she should lose, because that's the whole point of a scavenger hunt. You go and ask the odd, the people, your parents, if they have something, and they can get something from the audience. That's literally the point of scavenger hunt. So I was like, why did she get disqualified? It's because she wrote it, didn't she? I think when this take it, yeah, a couple not even going out yet, since she's the one who probably wrote that, she probably did that to like go and kind of figure out if Yamada and Ichika are going out or not. I'm pretty sure that was her plan. That's why she wrote that and specifically went for Yamada. But and they realized that that has happened. That's why they disqualified her. I think that's what happened. Probably. Okay. And there you go. Really nice episode as always. And yeah, and I kind of like like the whole scene where Ichikawa and Adachi talks to each other was really like like well done, because they talk about, as Ichikawa says, that like if you are like like show me that you mean it, like you your behavior doesn't show that you like Ichikawa. And you can say stuff like, oh, like I like her because, here we go, where is it, like he's here we go, you don't understand, Yamada is much more grown up than us. She's incredible, following her dreams, working harder than anyone. You can't just go claiming you can't go claiming to like her just because she's cute and pretty. Because listen, I'm telling you, that's not what liking someone is about. Yeah, and so basically Ichika was like, he was trying to say that, yeah, like like there's what can I say, like you cannot just like what he said, that you and what I said as well, that he is probably in the stage of just a crush. And when you genuinely like someone, you your whole thing is a lot different. Ichikawa has went way past that stage, and he knows and understands the situation a lot better now. Unlike Adachi, who's just like, oh yeah, she looks nice, she has a good personality, I like her, that kind of thing. That's it, you know. And that is also why Ichikawa also says that the fact that you accepted Moeko's chocolate and you were being happy about it and bragging about it, and with that, like and with the same, and after saying that, you talk about liking Yamada, like that's not it. like you're not serious about this or something like that. He says, I don't remember when he says that, but he says that. And yeah, and there's also another thing in this scene which is quite nice, where you can see Adachi says that I understand, like like I can understand what you're saying. I know I've already lost, and there's no point in moving on with this. At which Ichikawa also gets mad, and Ichikawa's like like you yourself, like challenge me to this match. Now give it your all. Why are you backing down? And I'm guessing that probably reminded him of himself, where he saw Adachi say something like, oh, like I know I've already lost, so there's no point. Because this was literally what Ichikawa was before. He used to kind of like restrict himself and act as if he doesn't like something or doesn't want something, because he knows, or he like thought that he would never get it. And we've seen that in season 1, I think. Like that is like his whole personality, where he tries to act as if he doesn't care about something even though he cares about it, just because he's afraid of getting disappointed. So yeah, and that's why he always backs out, and he claims that what is even the point? I know this is not going to happen. Since Adachi does the same here, that's why he also gets frustrated, because he probably remembered his past self and thought that, nah, you know what, like this is not it. And that's why he got mad at Adachi when Adachi said something like that, something like, oh, there's no point in doing it. And he says that, like you're serious about this, right? So tell me off. Show me you mean it. And he says like, what difference would it make? And he says like, none at all. Yeah, there you go. And the rain was so hard, falling hard, that they were screaming at the top of their lungs. None of the girls heard them. I guess they were at quite a distance, and it was really raining heavily. I'm just thinking about the guys underneath who are like carrying them. They are like, the hell is going on here? We are here to fight a cavalry battle, and what is going on top of a whole different battle is going on on top of our heads. Oh my god. That was funny. But yeah, it was like great, that whole scene. And yeah, and then in the end, Adachi jumps forward to grab the thing, and he grabs it, and he sees that someone has written Kyo, and immediately he realized that, oh, it's Yamada, who has written that. And like he said, that yeah, he has already lost, he knows that, but still, it's just, yeah. And yeah, this scene is really nice. Like I said, this scene where both of them is on the ground, each has lost in their own way, and each are frustrated for their own loss. Ichikawa has lost the game, while Adachi has lost, like the main, like the actual thing, which is obviously Yamada's affections. Yeah. I love how the delinquent looking guy, he was like, in the end he was like, oh, like thank God the rain is like falling hard today. Oh my god. Right. So there you go. Great episode. Yeah. I do wonder how they're going to conclude the season. But yeah. Okay, now that was that. Let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the beginning section of today's episode, we get to see the teacher is very serious. She's like, oh, we'll have a sports sports thing, and I want to win, or my class, I want our class to win. I want this to be something I can hold over all the teachers' heads. My god. Well, Ichika's like, god damn it, this is just so, so boring. And then the delinquent looking guy, I don't know his name, that's why I'm calling him like that. He comes in and he's like, oh, can you be the knight? And obviously knight being like the cavalry battle knight. So, at first he's like, oh, what? Like, no, like I don't want to. And he's like, oh, first he says like, why have you come to me? At which he says like, oh, because you're puny, he's gonna say something. I love how Yamada's like, he's not puny. And he looks at her for a moment, and then he's like, I was going to say you're puny, but you seem like you have guts, but you probably don't have that. And he was going to leave, and Yamada gets up, and Yamada's like, he has guts. Oh my god. uh, okay, now next we get to see them in the toilet, and Adachi, you know, like talking about his, like, the things that he talks about, like absolute like degenerate stuff. And in the end, like they leave the toilet, and oh, here's where Adachi says that, oh, I remember, like, like you, the previous cavalry, like the previous sports festival, you weren't able to participate because you fell down, and you hurt yourself, like, Yamada also fell down, and he tells her that, what, at that time I thought that you're the one who pushed Yamada or something, but then Yamada told me that, oh no, that's not the case, like you actually covered for her, so I'm sorry that I, like that I blamed you at that time, that was my mistake. And he says, like, that's when I first realized that Yamada's pretty cool. Yeah, so that whole conversation they have, and Ichikawa remembers the past, and he's like, my god, I was I was an edgy brat back then, wasn't I? Because he the stuff that he used to think, and like, like the way he used to react before in season 1. Oh boy, it's so funny, like I said, like, it's just, I just remember the first few episodes, and I remember now, like, the current episode, and I'm like the difference is heaven and hell. Like, how crazy. And obviously I myself knew that because, I did read the manga before. I said, like, like for a certain amount of time, like, time, and I knew that how the whole thing changes. That is why I, like, I knew from the very beginning this is going to change in a very good way. And yeah, like, the thing is, like, the people, like the different people who are coming into this anime, at the very beginning they were like, what the hell is this? But then the way this whole thing changes, it's absolutely crazy. And now in today's episode, even Ichika was like, what was I doing back then? He's like, what was I doing back then? Like the way I used to act, and like, like all that stuff. And yeah, if you think about it, like this I'm guessing 1 year, because that was back in the, previous year. This 1 year has been crazy for Ichikawa. Like, the amount of development that he went through, like character development that he went through in this 1 year, like from that to this, that is absolutely insane. Like, I just cannot believe this. Yeah, but it's just so good. The way that they have done this is so phenomenal. And Ichikawa's growth, and also obviously Yamada's growth as well, has been just such a delight to watch. And the fact that they grow together is something that I haven't really seen much anime do properly. Most of the anime, rom-com animes that I see, I think I've talked about this in one of the previous episodes before. Most of the rom-com shows that I see, each character has like their own particular growth period or growth arc. Like, they each grow on their own individually due to, in certain situations. Like, when it's character development time for the male lead, the female lead doesn't, and nothing happens to the female lead. And then when it's time for the female lead's character development, the male lead is stagnant. I've never seen a show like this which integrates both of it so beautifully. Like, if you think about it, every single, like, most of the scenes of growth in this show has both of them growing together. Like, I've seen this is something this show does so amazingly and so beautifully. Like, how they like merge together both, like every single, like, character growth, like, like situations, we see first Ichikawa kind of doing something and becoming a better person, and then Yamada doing something as well. Both grow at the same time. And like I said, I never knew that something like this could be possible, but watching this show I've realized that it is so much better to see both characters grow at the same time, other than seeing them individually grow, or at least that's what I prefer. I love this so much. Like, this shows how much of a like like them growing together shows their bond growing together as well, and it's such a joy to watch that. I don't think I've seen any anime do this. No anime I ever remember, any rom-com show I remember have done this. I don't remember, at least, where both the characters grow at the same time. It's always individually, like individual arc they get, character development arc. But yeah, this is just so good. Either way, and yeah, and yeah, like the difference, like like back then and now, like back then when people watched this show, they were like, oh, what the hell is this? Who is this edgy kid? Like, what the hell? And now everyone's like, good god, this is like just so good. Okay, anyways, they were like, like Ichikawa comes out, and Ichikawa has like that scratch from back then is still there. So Yamada is like, oh, you still have the scratch, which Adachi sees, and Adachi then kind of asks Kanzaki that, wait a minute, didn't you say that Ichikawa and Yamada were there together with you in the shopping? And then he like puts two and two together, and he goes to Ichikawa, and he's like, Ichikawa, like, join the cavalry battle, and and Ichikawa's like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, like, like, I just, like, want you to join, like, you can at least react, like, if you don't want to join, it's fine. And he tries to leave, but then Ichikawa's like, no, it's fine, I also want to join. So there you go. Now, obviously, as you can see later on, like, Ichikawa thinks about it, then why did he accept it? Number one, obviously, because Adachi is his friend, so he wants to properly, like, make a conclusion to this whole thing, and he knows that he has to, like, prove this. Like, and this is obviously, this isn't like any type of, they haven't even talked about it, but it's just that individually both of them knows that this is just like a way for them to go against each other and come to a conclusion and show their resolve, that kind of thing. So both of them knows that, and even though they didn't talk about it, either way, Ichikawa's training, and in the when he was like kind of drinking like a soft drink from a vending machine, he sees Anna is there walking her dog and woofing in front of her dog, talking to her dog. And Ichikawa sees that, and Ichikawa's like, what? Right. Okay, anyways, so then they talk for a bit, and Anna's like, oh, you're going to, like, like you're training? And he's like, oh, I'm not training for the, like, the thing. I'm training in case, like, a zombie apocalypse happens. And, like, obviously, like, Anna knows that that's a load of crap. Anna knows that he's training because he wants to properly go against Adachi, but she's just like, okay, like, and then she's like, all right, come with me, I can help you out. So they go to her place, and she brings like a few things that can, like, stuff that can help Ichikawa train. First, an ab roller, and this part is just, funny. She tries to demonstrate the ab roll, and the dog just goes underneath her belly, and Ichikawa has to, like, bring the dog out. Oh my god. Right, and then Ichikawa does the ab roller, and she brings in a dumbbell, and the dumbbell's pretty damn, like, heavy. It's like a big one. And yeah, and Anna goes, and as Anna's like going to make like food, and she asks like, oh, what do you like, like sweet tamagoyaki or salty? And yeah, god damn it, there's a freaking bug over here. Ugh. Whatever, let me just leave it alone. Right, so yeah, he well, what was I saying? Yeah, Anna, asks that, and Ichikawa, in this point of in this time, Ichikawa was thinking like about Adachi, and he was like obviously he realizes why Adachi challenged him and all that, and he says that is exactly when Yamada says like, which do you like, sweet or salty? And he's like, the sweeter ones. I like. And he was almost going to trip, and that would have been so dangerous. He probably could have like just broken his leg or something if the dumbbell fell down on his leg. My god. Thankfully Yamada was there and grabs him. Yeah, and then Yamada's like, okay, you know what? On the day, I'll like like you don't have to bring lunch. Right. Either way, that was that, and then finally the day is there. All the girls are kind of writing and like like using like a marker to like paint their faces and stuff, and she goes and like writes Ichikawa's name on his forehead. Like she writes Kyo and uses the ribbon to tie it, and she's like, oh, don't open this. And then Adachi is doing the address, addressing everyone on the mic, and there you go. So the sports events start. It's going to rain, like it's cloudy kind of. Yeah, so either way, they're doing the sports event. First was a scavenger hunt. Like I said, I was kind of confused here because I was thinking like when they brought when that girl brought Anna's mother and father, um I was like, why did she get disqualified? But I think she got disqualified because she's the one who wrote that scavenger hunt paper, and that's why she got disqualified. And she definitely wrote that because she wanted to bait out Ichikawa and Yamada's relationship, and that's why she wrote that, and specifically went to Ichikawa, went to Yamada to like bait the relationship out. That's why. But she got caught. That's why she got like disqualified. Either way, later on you see Yamada's doing the crawling thing, and Adachi goes there to like oh my god, and Ichikawa like starts like waving the thing to stop him from looking, and he says like, oh, I remember you did this before as well, now I know why. And then the rain starts, and everyone's like, oh, like the cavalry battle will have to stop, you cannot do it. But Adachi goes in and tells that, can we please do that real quick, it's not that much rain. Ichikawa also goes and says the same thing. So there you go, the battle begins, and they start their whole thing. And this part, like I said, it was really well done. Each kind of like go against each other. Like Ichikawa becomes more honest with his feelings, and he says that like, if you really like Yamada so much, no guy who let himself believe that chocolate from Sekine meant something gets to claim he likes Yamada. And he says that like Yamada is so much different than you think she is. Just because you like her or her personality seems like it's not what liking someone is about. It's much way more. And he kind of backs down, and he's like, I know, I understand, like I've already lost this whole thing. There's no point in doing this. At which he again says like, why are you not coming against me? When I said all of these things to you, you should deny me, you should go against me, you should tell me that no, you're wrong. Why don't you do that? Which also proves that you're not serious about this. All these things that I told you, you could just say that no, you're wrong, I can prove that I like her more than you, and you could like come against me. But you're saying that, oh, like, no, I know I've lost. Why are you saying that? Why have you accepted your defeat from the beginning? This shows that you're not serious. And at which he like like obviously he says like, I know, I believe, and I can claim that I genuinely like her. And he screams that. Obviously nobody can hear it, it's freaking raining. But Yamada and Moiko obviously kind of understands what's going on, even though they cannot hear it. And Adachi's like, then what do you want me to do? And he's like, I don't know, like you wanted to go one-on-one, do that, like fight me, go against me. At which he gains his he gains his like morale back, and he goes for the thing. And he grabs it and he opens it, and he sees Kyo is written, and he immediately realizes that Yamada wrote it, and he accepted his defeat in his own way. He fell down, and Ichika was frustrated he couldn't win, and so is Adachi. Even though he won the game, in the long run he didn't win, so that's why he's also frustrated. Right, and then Yamada goes to the nurse room to see. And Adachi's mom is like putting like eyes on his head. Oh my god. And she's a nurse, that's why. Oh my god. Anyways, so yeah, Adachi leaves, and Moiko comes in and puts the towel on his head, and he's like, "What the hell is this? This is wet." Like obviously, she used the towel that they were using outside. So right, and oh my god, like I said, I was feeling bad for him, and then this scene happens. Ichikawa's sister comes in, and he's like, "Wait, who's that girl?" And he goes, and he's like, "Are you Ichikawa's sister?" And she looks at him, and he's like, "What the hell? What do you want?" Get lost, kid. Right. And I'm like, alright, you know what? I was feeling bad for him, but he's fine. Like, just right. And his sister comes in and realizes that Yamada is talking to Ichikawa, so she leaves. And Ichikawa talks to Yamada. Yamada tells that, like my mom always says that, if you fail at something, don't forget it. Not forgetting that disappointment is the most important part of moving on. And Ichikawa thinks that, yeah, disappointment, that's what I have been hiding from all this time. Okay, Ichikawa, Yamada gives him the bento box. I love how he's like, oh, I'm too vocal about my thoughts. If it's not good, I might actually say that. And he doesn't want to say that and hurt her feelings. So he kind of takes a bite and then he's like, oh, wait, this is really good, actually. Oh my god. And Yamada comes and Yamada was looking at his face and he thought that she wants the food. That's why she put the food in her mouth. And she's like, I wasn't putting my face close to you because I wanted the food, but I just wanted to see your face. But she's like, but you know what? This is kind of nice. Right. Okay, either way, she goes in to bring her own food. And in the end she says like, you know what, today you were cool, yo. And that's where it ended. Really great episode. Like I said, it was just good, and I think this was necessary. Today's episode was necessary, especially for the whole Adachi and Ichikawa thing. And they went through each other, like made their feelings, like clashed their feelings against each other. And yeah, there you go. And that's what happened. So yeah, that was today's episode. Let's see how this season ends. I'm genuinely curious how the next episode is what is going to happen, because it's the final episode. And hopefully we get an announcement of season 3 soon, because I want this show to get like a full adaptation. I think the manga is still ongoing as far as I know, so I hope this continues. Really, it should continue because this is fairly popular, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, like a lot of other rom-com shows has gotten like, like season 1, 2, 3, 4, a lot of these seasons. So hopefully this becomes one of those. I genuinely hope. And if not, I'm just going to carry on with the manga. I'm just going to wait for a few months, maybe like 6 or 7 months. If I see that if there's no announcement of season, I'm probably going to continue the manga, because I want to read the whole story and I want to know. I obviously prefer the anime most of the time from the manga, but if there's no chance in a season 3, then I'm definitely going to continue with the manga. Because yeah, this is probably my most favorite rom-com. Like genuinely, like like I've seen a lot of slice of life rom-coms like this. There's a lot of shows that are really good. However, this is probably like the top in my book, at least, because it does the whole thing. Like obviously it's very like wholesome, but that's not the main reason. Like there's a lot of other shows that are extremely wholesome as well, but wholesomeness is not the only reason. The biggest reason why I genuinely love this show is because, like I said, I love the way they're developing the characters. There's no unnecessary drama. Each character has are genuinely, it seems like each character is genuinely trying, unlike a few shows where it seems literally they're dragging it for the sake of it. Like the wholesomeness is nice, but most of the shows I feel like they just drag the thing so much that it becomes stale. But I watching this show, I genuinely feel like, like these characters are actually trying. They're trying to progress their relationship, unlike a few other shows. So, and like I said, another big reason why I really like this is because each character's growth is not an individual growth. Both of them are growing together. I've never seen any anime do something like that, which is a very, like a, I don't know, I genuinely love this because of that, especially. So yeah, either way, yeah, that is it. So thanks for watching. This was my reaction to episode number 20. No, not 20, so episode number, season 2, episode number 11. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. So that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with the final episode of this season. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.